Check, 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 Checkalodian. I've been watching too many live action SpongeBob videos, apparently. And I didn't even watch the animated kind of SpongeBob. I've just been watching the voice actors reenacting the famous scenes that I've never seen. I sometimes get sucked into the YouTube recommended trap, and I'm only a little bit ashamed of it. Hey there, Internet. This is kind of an out-of-the-blue thing because it's been, let me see, over a month since you've seen my lovely, normally slightly less glistening visage. This is not a fun new Cape Cod manor that my wife and I have purchased. This is in fact the sunroom of her aunt's condo in Michigan because we're up here for the second weekend in a row for a wedding, and I'm just sort of killing time working on planning some future stuff, and I realized I miss talking to you guys. I was sitting there on the couch frantically typing away on my phone like many notes of videos that I'm working on, and I thought, I don't want my next video to be 3 months away. I'll miss it. So I wrapped up the note, I put down my phone, I turned off the video I was watching about the history of the Toslink consumer optical cable for transmitting digital audio signals, and I thought, what should I make a video about? And then I thought about that video I had just been watching about the history of the Toslink optical cable for transmitting consumer audio digital signals. I thought I could do that twice in a row perfectly, but I definitely could not. Sorry. You see, recently I have gotten into several channels on YouTube that are pretty much just science and technology fact dumps. People like The Engineer Guy and Technology Connections and Steve Mold and many others that just talk about various academic subjects in the realms of science or technology or mathematics that I have always been interested in, but I have not studied in a long time, and I have just been downloading a lot of information into my brain. Just a couple days ago, I was sitting down on the couch in our apartment, just chilling for the first time in like 4 weeks because of vacation and weddings and various and sundry other things that we've been dealing with. And Allie from across the room says, "What are you watching?" It was not that derogatory of a tone, but it was definitely that inquisitive. And I said, I'm watching a video about light bulbs and how the tungsten filament is double coiled in order to maximize their brightness and burn time. And she responded, "Why?" To which I responded, I don't really know, other than I think it's interesting. At which point I finished the light bulb video and I clicked play on the next recommended video, which was about an outdated 3D printing technique using resin and blue LEDs to cure it, because I thought it was interesting. And I guess what I'm getting to is that throughout the entire course of my life, I have thought, because of some preternatural bias, preternatural is not the right word, because of some internal predetermined bias, that it is better to be curious than not. That it is better to want to learn new things regardless of the meaning or purpose or life applicability of those things. It's better to pursue more brain stuff than less brain stuff. As a result, I can tell you a lot of stuff about books and math and physics and miscellaneous inventions from the 1980s, but I could not very easily tell you my siblings' birthdays or what day a national holiday takes place on. I could not probably tell you how to find anywhere in my hometown other than my house and my workplace and like one restaurant. I don't have a lot of what one might call life skills up here. I have digital circuitry skills and that kind of thing. I've spent a decent chunk of my life totally satisfied in that fact. I haven't felt insufficient. I've thought I was definitely pursuing the right thing. I've definitely, at my worst, looked down on people who did choose to, value life skills and not calculus. But I've started to realize that really, I think one ought to have a little bit of both, and perhaps I've erred slightly in my pursuit of the intellectual, of the noumenal instead of the phenomenal, of the erudite instead of the plebeian, of the insert more vocabulary words that I'm just trying to show off here. Because I've realized in married life that without Allie, I would be just kind of up a creek a lot of the time. I'm so busy thinking about what's way out there that I need someone who's grounded, who has her feet on the earth and not her head completely lost, not even in the clouds, but in like the outer atmosphere of Jupiter, that's about how far away I am a lot of the time. And I'm thankful for that. So do I think you should be curious? Yes, but do I think it's 100% the be-all and the end-all of what it means to be a human being? Maybe not as much as I once thought. Still trying to figure that out. See you guys next time. Deuces.